What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 2 of the Red 5 podcast. It's me, your host, Richard, also known as Merczateer on Twitch. Today we're accompanied by my friend, fellow streamer, Tom. He's also known as Paganvoodoo. He and I have been friends a pretty long time. He's a good buddy of mine, and I hope you guys will welcome him to the podcast. So let's get this going. Red 5 now standing by.
Red 11 standing by.
Red 5 standing by.
Lock air spoils in attack position.
What's up, guys? It's your host, Richard, the Red 5 podcast, and I'm here with my friend Tom, a.k.a., as he's known on Twitch, Paganvoodoo. What's going on, man? Welcome to the podcast.
What's up?
So, I'm actually glad that you got excited to do this, because at first you were just like, I think I'd rather eat glass covered in vinegar and salt.
Well, not that bad. It wasn't that bad.
Yeah, no, I'm exaggerating, but you were kind of like,
Yeah, I was kind of like, I don't know. And then I heard your first one, and I was like, oh no, yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, no, it's
That was it. It didn't sound as painful as I thought it was going to be.
nah, dude. It's this is me we're talking about. This is me. Did you really think I was gonna have like a scripted, completely serious podcast? Fuck that shit.
Well, I wasn't sure. You know, there are many facets to you.
Yeah, but none of them are serious.
That's true. That's true.
It's very true. It's very true. So, a little backstory between me and Tom here. We've known each other, I don't know, what would you say, 8 years now? 2008?
Jesus, has it been that long?
2009? 2008? I want to say 2008.
Holy cow.
And we know each other from a virtual reality game, which is almost embarrassing to talk about. You know what I'm talking about. Like, you don't go and tell people that. But it's a game called Second Life.
People think you're like some sort of weird shut-in.
Yeah.
It's like, what? You can't have real friends? You have
No,
to have
it's
fake friends?
it's like,
you know.
the best way I could really describe it is like being an online Sims, almost, to a point.
Yeah, kind of like yeah.
It's a way more evolved, very free, open, do whatever the fuck you want kind of Sims.
Yeah,
but
it's a massive multiplayer online chat room.
yeah,
Basically.
where you can basically design your character just like you would Sims. So pretty much look however the fuck you want. Like if you want to be a furry with like a 90-foot penis, you can be a furry with a 90-foot penis.
We've seen them.
We've seen them.
Especially since most of them are either pink or purple.
I've seen a lot of blue ones too.
Well, yeah, blue is a popular color for people of the fur.
People of the fur.
I mean, is there like a politically correct way to say that?
Dude, have you ever like actually like gone on YouTube and seen the videos of people like being furries?
Yes, and
It's
like
like
oh
my god.
I was kind of, you know, the first time I ever saw anything that had to do with that was like, I think it was like an episode of CSI.
Really?
Yeah, and they had like, there was like a murder or whatever. And all
I
these
think I know what you're
people
talking about. Yeah,
were
yeah.
furries, and I was like, what the hell is going on here? You know, they're talking about like fur piles and stuff, and I'm like, what is that?
What the fuck?
I mean, you know, don't get me wrong, to each their own, but that's kind of like, that was kind of weird.
Yeah, I'm sorry. If you're a furry and you're listening to this, which there's probably no furries listening to this, and I'm fucking totally okay with that, but like you need psychiatry.
I mean, I get the whole idea of like, you know, spirit animal kind of thing, you know, like, hey, I feel like I'm a fox, but I don't have to dress up like a big plush animal to do it.
It's been 7 years, by the way.
7 years?
Yeah, I popped in Second Life and looked. So, yeah, because you were fairly new at the time that we met. We met through a mutual friend, he and I.
And that was actually my second time in, believe it or not. I had a first time before that. And it sucked.
Yeah, I know the feeling. I had a first account before mine. We won't say our names on air because we don't want to be harassed by strange people that we don't know. But I had one in 2005 that I lost. So then I have this one that's circa 2007, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Although we did have fun doing the little role play in what was it, the Crack Den.
Crack Den. The fucking Crack Den. Yep. God.
Dude, the Crack Den was intense for a virtual game.
Oh yeah, dude. It was so much fun though. It was just like live out all your criminal fucking misguided dreams you have. Just
Oh yeah, it was like you want to walk down the street and kill that guy in the corner, go for it.
you want to stab you want to stab this motherfucker? Or that one time that you went to the apartment next to us and that woman had broken into the apartment and she was showering and you creeped in on her. You remember that?
Yeah, yeah.
That was fucking funny as shit. I tell you what, boy, that's funny.
All your dark fantasies come true in the
Oh
Crack
yeah.
Den.
Oh yeah. Any weird thing that you've ever like
Yeah, that guy's got a new one too. He's got a new sim out now too.
does he really?
Yeah, it's a zombie apocalypse theme.
Roleplay?
Yeah.
Right on. That's
Yeah,
kind of
he's
cool.
got a HUD for it and everything, and like you could like knock over trash cans and find stuff and trade things and get guns and weapons. And there's like you know how like in Final Fantasy, like you're walking down the street and all of a sudden you like get into a monster fight.
Nope.
He's got it set up like that.
Oh wow.
So like you're walking down the street and all of a sudden it's like 3 zombies are attacking you.
Oh no. Yeah. Fucking Second Life, man. Had so much fun. So much fun.
It was. It was. I haven't been back on there in a long time though.
Oh, I just check messages every once in a while. I don't ever do anything on it. I had too much shit for that, man. Between streaming and YouTube, now the podcast, I don't got time for that shit. Dude, Second Life, you have to invest so much time, man.
You do. And like I started at one point I was making clothing and stuff. I still get emails from people that are buying my crap on the marketplace.
That's incredible. I remember when you started doing that.
Yeah. Yeah. It was
Right.
fun.
Enough about fucking Second Life. I don't want to talk about that piece of shit. It's not a piece of shit. It's all right. It's all right. It's just you got to have friends, man, for the game to be worth playing. Really.
Yeah, otherwise you find out how really lonely you are.
And then
Nobody likes
weird...
me, and now nobody likes me in the virtual world either.
That's for sure. So, you just started streaming a couple months ago, so I want to know what the fuck got you into that.
In all honesty, I was bored. I was really bored, and like I've seen people streaming before. I've watched people like on YouTube and stuff do things like you know, I mean everybody's seen like fucking Markiplier and like Tobuscus and all those, you know, crazy guys, and I was just like, you know, like it looked like fun, and I was just like totally bored one night playing my PlayStation, and I was just so I signed into Twitch and I just opened it up and I was like talking to people. I had like 2 people watching me. I was all excited.
Like, yay, random people I don't even know want to watch me do things that are not exciting.
Yeah, I think one of them was probably me because I signed into my own account just to watch and make sure everything was going okay.
Yeah.
But I was just like, I was bored and I was like, well, this seems like fun. You know, there's got to be people that are more bored out there than I am that would sit and watch it. So
Yeah, for sure. And then, like, I never understood it because I'd be like, why don't you just play the fucking game? And then
yeah,
I
but some games you just don't want to play.
Yeah, for
You're
sure.
just like, hey, that looks really cool, but I really don't want to invest my time in it.
Or you're like, oh, my computer is hot trash. I'm going to watch this because I can't play it.
Exactly.
That's how it started out because I was watching like people play Arma 3 and DayZ. And like I had a decent computer, but it wasn't good enough to be able to play DayZ and stream it.
Yeah.
So I bought a new computer one day, started streaming.
And look at where you are now.
Yeah, still nowhere. It's all good in the hood, though. It's all good.
Yeah, but you have fun with it, and that's the
Yeah, I have a lot of fun.
That's the main thing, you know. I mean, you can't do anything if you're not having fun with it.
No, it's like working, man. Nobody really likes to work at where they work, but like streamers, man, they get to do that for a living. Just have fun, entertain people. Must be fucking incredible. It really should. It just has to be.
I could see, you know, a little bit of downfall, like it getting rough after a while.
Oh yeah.
Really, I got to play this stupid freaking game again.
Oh yeah.
You know, but
that comes with anything, man. Like
yeah.
You can only take so much of anything. Like I fucking love pancakes, dude, but I don't want fucking pancakes every single breakfast in copious amounts.
Yeah. Especially those big, like, especially big games.
Yeah.
You know, games like The Witcher or The Witcher 3 or whatever, where it's like it could go on forever.
Yeah, like 250 hours of playtime.
Yeah, and then at some point you're like, dude, if I have to look at this game one more time, I'm gonna kill myself.
I'm gonna kill myself fucking hard. Yeah, I have The Witcher. I couldn't just delve into it though, like everybody else could. It just didn't do it for me.
No, yeah, I got The Witcher 3 for my PS4, and at first I was kind of like all about it, and then there's just I don't have the time right now.
Yeah,
it's just far too much.
Same shit happened to me, dude. I had it for like 2 weeks. I was playing it like every morning, like having fun, like shit was cool. And then like I don't remember what happened. Like I just started playing something else, and I just never went back to it.
Mm-hmm.
And I tried. I recently tried to, and I just couldn't do it. Like I was just like, ugh. It just got like it doesn't just grasp me and just hold me in when I'm playing. Like, dude, when I got Fallout 4, I put in 3 days worth of time in 2 weeks.
Oh crap!
Yeah, I go hard in the paint, son.
I did. When I got Fallout 4, I kind of went hardcore with it. But that was because that was my first Fallout experience. I'd never played Fallout
really?
before that. Yeah.
Wow. So you didn't even know like why people were like shitting themselves and coming in their pants.
No, I had no idea. Everybody was like totally excited about it. And I got more excited about it because right before I got the game, I got my loot crate in.
Yeah.
And I got a bobblehead.
Yeah.
So I was just like, oh, okay, now I'm even more excited about it because, you know, it must be popular if Loot Crate's got stuff for it.
Oh, yeah. And it's funny that you bring up that bobblehead because it's staring at me right now. That same bobblehead, the one that comes in there. Yeah. Man, I fucking love Fallout. I was so excited. I have a funny story for Fallout. I was going to get it a few years ago. Or no, sorry, not a few years ago. I'm thinking this is a long time ago now that I think about it. It was when Fallout 3 came out, and Fallout 3 was my first Fallout.
Right.
And I was like, you know what? This looks fucking awesome. I was like, I want to get this. And my friend John's like, no, dude, you're stupid. Don't get that game. It looks like shit. He's like, get this. So I got that. You know, I got peer pressured into buying the game that I didn't actually want, but I enjoyed it. Yeah. I don't remember what I got. It was too long ago, but he borrowed Fallout 3 from a friend and was like, "Oh my god, this game's so fucking amazing." I was like, "Yeah? Is it really? Is it fucking really? Yeah? Really, cocksucker?"
Like, thanks, you fucking douche canoe.
Yeah, seriously. Fucking. So then I played it, man. I fucking cracked out hard on Fallout 3. Fallout 3 is amazing. And then they came out with New Vegas. And then right after that, dude, Skyrim. So Bethesda was just like flooding me. God, fucking love Bethesda stuff.
You had a little video game gasm there.
Oh, dude, anything by Bethesda, I'm just pretty much excited for. I mean, I shouldn't say anything because some of the stuff they put out was a little weak, but like Fallout, Elder Scrolls, I'm down. I'm down with OPP. Yeah,
I actually just reinstalled Elder Scrolls Online on my PS4.
Did you?
Yeah.
I beta tested it way back right before it came out, and it was good, but it was just I was so spoiled by Skyrim I couldn't go to Elder Scrolls because it just wasn't up to par in my opinion.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's why I was like, I think I need to give it another shot and just see, you know.
Yeah, I mean I might. I know they have like free trials and stuff they're giving away. I had they were doing like a free weekend on Xbox One the other day, and I downloaded it, but I never actually played it.
Yeah, they did that for PS4 around the holidays where
Yeah.
like you could play online for free for like a week or whatever.
Yeah, I think we probably had it around the same time.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So as far as the name or your moniker, your Twitch moniker of Pagan Voodoo comes from, how did that come about? Like, was it just something you just made up one day, or did you think about it a little bit?
A little bit of both, probably.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you know, the pagan part, you know, holds true to me because that's, you know, part of who I am.
Yeah. The people don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know, the voodoo part came in because I had a wonderful trip a couple of years ago to New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just absolutely fucking amazing. And then I was like, I put it together and I was like, wow, this sounds really cool.
It does.
I was just like, I'm going to keep it. So there was a little bit of thought, but mainly I was just looking for something that was going to sound cool. Oh, sorry about that. That was my phone telling me that there's a Stormwind coming.
Incoming.
Yep.
That's all good. It's all good. That's what editing's for.
But
I'm going to leave it in.
Gotta be natural, man.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, that was kind of what it was. I just kind of put those two together, and then I was like, messing around with Photoshop, and I was like, oh, I need to make everything special because I can.
Yeah. You've been diddling about with fucking Photoshop for years now.
I have. Well, ever since, Second Life and stuff with, making stuff and crap like that. And...
It's a gateway to becoming good at Photoshop.
It really is. It is. It's that.
Dude, I know so many people who play that who just like are Photoshop whizzes now because of the whole clothing aspect and opening stores and texturizing and all that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, with all the YouTube videos and tutorials and stuff that I watched to learn how to do Photoshop, I was like, oh yeah, this is...
Oh yeah, dude, there's no excuse for anybody in the world not to be able to do anything. Dude, just... If you have a computer, just go to YouTube. It'll tell you how to do fucking just anything you can imagine.
Yeah, everything is on YouTube. Everything.
Tutorial to put your fucking pants on is probably on YouTube. You know what? I'm gonna check that out.
Yeah.
How to put your pants on. No shit of a lie. There's a how-to basic. How to put your pants on without using hands.
I need to see that so I can check that out because that would be awesome if I could put my pants on without using my hands. Because, like, when you gotta bounce, you gotta bounce.
Yeah,
like, you don't have time for hands. Just get those pants on and get out.
That's so funny. Pants on.
Right?
No hands.
I wonder if I could put that on my resume. Knows how to put pants on without using hands.
That's impressive. I'd be impressed. But I also wear a lot of gym shorts because I like shorts. So that would be a lot easier for me than most people.
Yeah, shorts are just like pants.
Yeah, but I see, like my gym shorts, I can just slide those bad boys on.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck it.
That's true.
So, we've talked about it in the past, and I mean, I don't even want to say I have even the slightest knowledge of paganism, but could you just explain it to people just like real quickly? Because like we've talked about it before, but I can't even wipe my own ass, so...
It's very simple, but it's very complicated at the same time, if that makes any sense whatsoever.
Yeah, that's religion in a nutshell.
Yeah. It really is more of an umbrella term.
Yeah.
that works with, any religion that has a base of more than one deity. Anything that has more than one god, force, or whatever is a paganistic
Yeah.
belief system. And I kind of use the term belief system more than religion because, when you look back to history and stuff, you have, the Greeks, the Romans, the Egyptians and stuff, and that was all paganistic in nature.
Yeah,
But
and
for
like
them, it wasn't.
Vikings.
Yeah, it wasn't religion. It was way of life. So it wasn't. It was different than what we today see religion as.
Yeah, because well, it's like Buddhism. Because people call it a religion, but I firmly believe that Buddhism is a way of life. It's not a religion. They're just like
Yeah,
people think like people who don't know what Buddhism is. They believe that Buddha is like a deity, like a god, and it's not. He's more of like a figurehead of what can be achieved through your mental state, like the whole nirvana thing.
exactly.
And people
Exactly.
just they're like, no, Buddha's a god. I'm like, no, he's not. The Buddha is a like you said, it's a blanket term for anybody who reaches the state of nirvana. You
Just
know?
like, I mean, when you look at Catholicism and stuff like that, when you look at Jesus Christ, the term Christ, it's not like the guy's name was Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
It's the term Christ that you're assigning to him because of what he was doing, and the ascensions that he kind of made and things like that.
Yeah.
So it's that term. Anybody in history could have had that term added to them.
Yeah, it's not like Mary and Joseph were Mary and Joseph Christ and they gave birth to Jesus.
Yeah, yeah. Although some people would believe that, mind you, but
We are neither.
but yeah, it was, and I've always kind of been, you know, pagan in nature. I was raised Catholic,
Yep. Yep.
and I kind of opened myself up to other things.
Yeah, which I mean, you have to, man. Like, dude, life's too short. It really is. You just gotta do you. Do fucking you. Like, stop trying.
Yes.
Everyone wants to live in like these like outlines of what your life should be, like 9 to 5 job, kids, wife, house. That's not for everybody though, and you don't have to
Exactly.
live your life like that.
Exactly.
Like, you don't have to believe. Like, you don't have to be. You don't have to be Jewish. You don't have to be Christian. You don't have to be Catholic. Like, if you want to believe in the fucking flying spaghetti monster and rapture fucking Jesus, fucking do it. And people shit on you for it, whatever.
Because I'm telling you, if I see that flying spaghetti monster, I'm bringing my ass a fork.
Oh fuck yeah.
Like, in a heartbeat. I fucking love spaghetti.
Yeah, you're Italian, so like if you were like, oh, I hate spaghetti, I'd be like, well, pretty sure they're never gonna allow you into Italy.
Yeah,
You're a
then you'd have
traitor.
to worship the flying lasagna monster.
Oh, fucking love lasagna. I would worship the lasagna monster over the spaghetti monster.
See, it's gonna be the next big thing. I'm telling you.
It should just be
Well,
the flying pasta monster, so it can just be a blanket term for all
for,
sorts of noodles.
for any
Don't want
any
to,
sort of pasta.
yeah, don't want to be discriminating against rigatoni and rotini.
Yeah, ZD.
Yeah,
I
fake ziti monster.
mean,
I'd eat that son of a bitch.
you got to get everything in there.
Yeah, absolutely. Because, like you said. So, thanks for sharing. Because, like, most people, they would just hear, like, when you think pagan, like, when I think pagan, I think back to how the Vikings were viewed from the English point of view. They were called pagans. Because
Yeah.
well, it's like people in Islam, calling us infidels. It's not that doesn't mean you're an asshole. It just means you don't partake in their belief system.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like infidel means you're a child raping son of a bitch. It just means that you don't believe in their belief system. So
Well, yeah. I mean, if you look back in history on the rise of Catholicism and stuff, people that didn't practice were called heathens.
yep,
It's the same kind of thing. And that's kind of why, I sort of, fell into that whole paganism thing because it felt, not only did it feel comfortable for my personal
Mm-hmm.
belief systems, but it's so all encompassing. It's like, listen, you do whatever you want to do, as long as you believe in something, even if it's nothing,
It's
like
better
that's
than
cool, you know. Like, yeah, if you have some sort of foundation for whatever it is, even if you're an atheist or whatever, that's cool.
yeah, you believe in something, you're empowered by something,
Yeah.
and everybody should be. So it's like, but it's like, what's with all the religions that have to have a term for somebody who doesn't believe in it? It's like, it's almost hateful. It's like, oh, you don't believe in my religion, so you're a blankety blank. You're an
Yeah.
infidel. You're a fucking heathen.
Yeah. Yeah. And I can understand it in part, just like with anything, if you're really into something and stuff like that, and you think other people should be really into it too, and they're not, you get kind of overprotective of it, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, that's just, a natural human response. Just it's just when people take things to the extreme that we get ourselves into trouble.
Yeah, and I mean, every religion has their extremists. Like
Exactly.
even the most peaceful. Like think about it. Like Buddhists. Can you think of an extreme example? Because I can. Do you remember the monks in Vietnam that would douse themselves and put themselves on fire?
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Rage Against the Machine had them as their album cover. Like I think
Yeah,
their
yeah.
first. Like that's fucking extreme. Because he wholeheartedly believed in his belief system to the point where he doused himself on fire, and all in the name of peace. That's
Yeah.
really what it was about. It was all in the name of peace. So like, and then you got ISIS, the Islamic terrorists, but that doesn't to say that every person who believes in Islam is a terrorist is just unfair. It's like
Exactly.
saying everyone who's a Christian is a member of the Westboro Baptist Church. Like that's not fair to them. Like if I
Yeah.
was Christian and someone was like, "Yeah, you Westboro Baptist Church assholes," I'd be insulted.
Yeah.
Like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. But it's always different when it has to do with, a different race or
Yeah,
religion or whatever.
people just want to be so hateful, man.
I know.
Can't we all just vape and play video games together?
I know. That's what's gonna make world peace. Everybody just playing the same game.
And vaping,
Yeah.
because like people,
I'm doing it right now.
there's just a stigma that people think that vaping is just stupid. Like, no, I actually really like to get 1.5 milligrams of nicotine while I have cheesecake in my mouth. So just because you don't doesn't mean I'm the asshole.
I know. I've been doing it myself for about 3 years now,
Yeah,
and I think I've heard every single argument like against it.
yeah,
Like, oh, that's just gonna kill you faster, and it's worse than smoking, and and then I go, okay, well, it looks like you're uninformed, like the majority of people. So here's some websites.
yeah.
read up on it, and you'll see, And what people don't understand is it's like it's no worse than like chewing nicotine gum or using a nicotine patch.
No, and most people don't even know what the fuck nicotine is. Do you know what it is?
Well, it's not. Well, yeah. I mean, even like all the science and stuff that they've been doing, because vaping is relatively new. You
Yeah.
know, so all the research and stuff they've been doing, it shows that yes, granted, nicotine is addictive,
Mm-hmm.
but there's nothing in the nicotine itself that causes the things like cigarettes have, that causes like the lung cancer and the mouth cancer and stuff like that, because that's all with the tobacco and the other chemicals and stuff that are mixed
Yeah.
into it.
Your
It's
little
not the nicotine.
yeah. I mean, nicotine is actually it's found in plants, but it's derived and formed into insecticides. People don't know that. It's like it's an insecticide that they spray on tobacco plants to keep, all the bugs off of it. So people don't even know what it is. Like you could argue against nicotine, but you can also argue for it because it's No different than pot. It comes from a plant.
Exactly.
It's not like cocaine where it came from a plant and then they put baby laxatives in it and then they put Drano in it and then they dipped it in gasoline and then people shoved it up their nose. You know, like if I smoke pot, like my face isn't gonna rot off my fucking skull. It just doesn't happen like that.
That would be kind of intense.
That'd be disturbing as fuck.
That would definitely be intense. And there are far worse things out there.
Oh my god, yeah, dude. I mean, I live in New Hampshire and like we have a huge, like ridiculously huge heroin problem right now. Like it's like I tell people about it and they think it's a joke and it's not a fucking joke. Like it's huge.
Yeah.
Like our local news station had a tab on their website just called heroin. I shit you not. It was just called heroin because that's how much of a fucking problem it's become in New Hampshire.
See, like, out here where I am in Florida, it's more the prescription medication and stuff.
I've actually heard that quite a bit. It's a lot of pills and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I think isn't it because excuse me. You guys have a whole your prescription laws are like very lax or something like that, and you have like the whole clinics and stuff where you could just walk in and be like, I stubbed my toe. Can I have, your strongest Vicodin?
Yeah, and then they give it to you, and then you go and sell it for like $50 a pill. Yeah.
Well, it's 20 up here, but that's all right.
Not that I would know.
Neither would I.
I'm just guessing.
Random internet findings.
Yeah,
things.
You never know.
I would never do that. That's illegal. Just like I'd never smoke pot. But if I did, it would be nice. Like, dude, I don't know if I told you this. A couple months ago, I think it was 420. Actually, they re-released the movie Friday into theaters.
Oh my god.
Yeah, with Ice Cube and Chris Tucker.
Oh my god.
I went and saw it. And, dude, I'm sorry. Like, I knew going in there I was going to be surrounded by stoners. Like, who else is going to see it? I mean, it's a great movie, but like, really.
Yeah. All right. So on that sort of same line, I got a good one for you.
All right.
So this was like years ago. Some girl that I worked with got these tickets from her church to go see Passion of the Christ. And she was handing them out to everybody that she worked with.
Oh boy.
So I was like, all right, whatever, free movie, So I'm the only one sitting in the theater eating popcorn and drinking a Pepsi while everybody else is like in tears. And I'm just looking around like, oh man, I really don't belong here.
No, I've heard the stories. That's fucking funny. That's so funny. But it was like me, man, when I saw The Dark Knight with Heath Ledger as a Joker, Heath Ledger, can't even fuck talking, and Christian Bale. And you know the part where he does the pencil magic trick on the desk, where he goes, "Watch me make this pencil disappear," and he grabs you by the back of the head and slams his head down on the pencil, and it goes into his eye and disappears. I burst into laughter in the movie theater, and I was the only one laughing.
That's awesome.
And like I will that shit will forever stick with me, because it was just like
yeah, that's when you look around yourself for a minute and you go, whoops.
Oops. I guess people just don't find it as funny as me.
Sorry, my insanity came out just a little bit. I have to tell you though, I had a little bit of a hard time with Christian Bale as Batman.
Don't you dare!
I did. I just had. Listen, I didn't say he didn't do a good job. I just had a little bit of a hard time because every time like I saw him on the screen, I automatically went right back to American Psycho.
Yep, as Patrick Bates or whatever his name was.
Yeah, so like every time you see him, I'm thinking, all of a sudden like Huey Lewis in the News is playing in my head, and I'm thinking of him murdering somebody with an axe, and I'm just like, oh, no, 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 wait, different movie, different movie. So yeah, The Dark Knight was a lot darker for me.
It was the Darker Knight Rises and the Darker Knight.
Yeah. What do you think about Ben Affleck coming up?
I think he's going to do really well. At
All
first,
the
I was
pictures and stuff I've seen have looked really good.
Yeah. Well, at first, I was like, like, because people, like, when you think of Ben Affleck, people are like, oh, he was so bad in Daredevil. But, like, I think of Ben Affleck and I think of all the movies where, like, he didn't have very serious roles.
Yeah.
And it just, like you think back of, like, Dogma and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And, like, anything involving Kevin Smith, like, it was just funny. Like, you just don't look at Ben Affleck in that time and be like, you know who'd be a great Batman? This guy.
I kind of like how he looks like the video game Batman.
Well, that's what everyone's all hyped up about. Is he's very comic booky, and I mean,
yeah,
the whole Batman versus Superman was mostly based off of Frank Miller's Batman series of graphic novels.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's supposed to be a very grumpy, very dark Batman. Like
I'm super excited for it.
Oh, dude, I'm fucking wall.
Totally geeked, yeah.
And you got to think it's only 2 months away now.
Mm.
Like I don't even think about it like that. Like I still think it's a year away, and it's not.
Oh man, yeah, it's coming up.
It's coming quick.
It's coming up.
I think it's March 22nd.
And I gotta say, I'm excited.
March
I'm excited that they're
22nd.
bringing Wonder Woman in.
Maybe it's longer. I don't know. It's coming out in the next couple of months. Yeah, and it's Gal Gadot from Fast and Furious, and she is a beautiful lady.
Yeah, they did well. They did well choosing her for that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, people's whole thing, they're like, "Oh, well, it's not going to compete with Marvel." Like, I'm sorry, but like the last Avengers movie they just did, I didn't think was all that good.
What's that? Age of Ultron, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was very good. That's
yeah,
just
it was.
My opinion,
it was
though.
alright. It was alright.
I just didn't think it was good. Like, it felt exactly like the first one, only the plot line wasn't as good.
Yeah.
That's what it felt like to me. Like, I felt like I was watching the first part again, only it wasn't that great.
I'm just like, bring me Infinity Wars.
Yeah, well, that's what everyone's waiting for.
You
That's
know,
like, what, like...
fucking now.
2 years? 2 years away, or whatever?
Bring me Infinity Wars. This is what I want.
Now they got the whole Civil War coming out, so...
I know. I have friends that have little kids and stuff, and of course, little kids are always into superheroes and Iron Man and Captain America and all that.
Yeah, fucking little kids.
I know. And my one friend, his son is like so upset. He's so upset at like the idea behind Civil War. He's like, why? Why are they fighting each other? I'm just like, oh, yeah, you're too young to understand.
Sometimes you just got to punch your best friend in the face.
Like, yeah, it's just
don't know yet.
It's just a superhero movie to you. You're too young to understand.
It's drama. Wait till you get to high school. You understand.
Yeah, I'll be at high school. Oh my god, that movie finally makes sense now.
It just clicks with me, man. I just get it.
Mind blown.
Oh, yeah. So, I know you haven't seen episode 7, but do you know much? Have you heard anything? Because I have. I'm just asking you if you'd heard anything about the one that comes out this year, Rogue One, the anthology film.
I have heard a few things, yes.
Yeah. Well,
I've heard a few things, yes. And once, I'm sure once I see the new Star Wars movie, because I know I've been a lazy bastard.
You have.
And haven't gone to see it yet. I'm sure once I see it, I'll be more excited for Rogue One.
Oh, yeah, you will. the greatest thing about Rogue One is it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be for the fans, in my opinion, simply because it's an anthology film to cover how the rebels stole the Death Star plans.
Right.
And like, if you're not super into Star Wars, you're like, who fucking cares? But see, I am, dude. Like, that shit's like, if I had a religion, it would be Star Wars.
If I had a religion, it would be Star Wars. That's awesome.
It would be Star Wars, man. I have 176 Star Wars books.
Wow, really?
I do. I really do.
That's awesome.
I know, and I say that to people, and they're like, wow. So do you know what a vagina looks like? And I'm like, yeah, I do. Seen pictures on the internet.
I am both cool and nerdy.
Yeah, and I have access to the internet, so you know.
Thank God for that.
I know what they look like. I probably shouldn't say that. My girlfriend is probably gonna listen to this and be like, all right, okay, all right. Like, guess who's never getting laid? But yeah, no, the latest rumor that just came out for Rogue One, and I mean, it's definitely not going to be a rumor. It's going to be legit. Is Darth? There's going to be Darth Vader in Rogue One.
Ooh.
Yeah. Well, you got to think it kind of has to be. You know what I mean? Like, Rogue One will be taking place back between the films.
Yeah, yeah.
To steal, Mon Mothma was all, many Bothan spies died so we could have these plans. Like, this is what it's about. It's about the plans.
The many that died.
Yeah, the many of Bothans that died. Fuck you, Bothans. You're ugly. You're ugly. You're the ugliest species ever.
I hate...
I'm racist against Bothans. You heard me. You heard me.
I'll keep that in mind when, we start meeting alien races or whatever, and people come up looking like Bothans.
You're like, bastards.
Uh-oh.
I'll fist fight him. I don't give a fuck. Well, we got this. But, yeah, so it's gonna be Darth Vader. And I guess the rumor is that James Earl Jones is gonna be doing the voice again.
I fucking hope so.
Yeah, like...
if you can't get him, that would be kind of horrible.
I mean, it's not bad. You probably don't watch the Star Wars Rebels cartoon, do you, at all?
I've seen it a couple times, but I don't think I've seen any episodes with him in it.
Yeah, he's in season 2.
Okay.
He comes in season 2. And it's not James Earl Jones, I don't think. I could be wrong on that. It sounds a little bit different than the movies.
Right.
But it's decent. It's not bad. Like, you're not like, oh, that sounds like hot shit. Sounds like somebody just doused a bunch of fucking dog shit and gasoline and lit it on fire.
Yeah, as long as they do, they have to get somebody that's close,
Yeah.
I mean, otherwise it's just not worth it.
That's the whole point of voice actors, man. You got to be able to voice act.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm not taking anything away from James Earl Jones's, very, very famous voice, but like it's not like you can't imitate it. It could be easily imitated.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Especially by a voice actor. And I mean, I'm not saying I can do it, but I can do other voices.
No, yeah, I couldn't. I can't get that low. It is impossible for me.
Yeah, I mean that's some deep ass shit, bro. That's some deep shit.
Oh, it's funny because as soon as you did that whole many Bothans died thing, funny enough, I immediately went to Family Guy.
So I got a question for you. You can judge me for this.
Oh God, okay.
If you had to choose between Family Guy and American Dad, what would you choose?
Oh my God. Choose between American Guy and Family Dad?
Uh-huh. Do you want to hear mine?
Did you hear me? American Guy and Family Dad. Really? That's how much I love the both of them, damn it. Fuck.
Hashtag American Guy and Family Dad.
I think I would stick with Family Guy.
Would you?
Yeah.
See, I would go with American Dad.
Yeah, I'd stick with Family Guy. I like, fucking Stewie's the bomb, man.
He is, but like I feel like his original stigma as a character has changed. Like,
Yeah, he's kind of lost his balls a little bit.
yeah, he's not like the same, and like that kind of took it away from me. Because like,
Even Peter's not quite the same anymore.
no,
He
already
seems
settled him.
like more stupid than normal.
Yeah, no, like he's more silly as opposed to like comical, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
He, yeah, like they're going for quantity over quality. I guess would be a good explanation. I don't know.
And you gotta love how like the Cleveland show didn't even make it in that
Oh,
conversation.
dude, crack. No, get the fuck out of here with that shit. I mean, I watched it. I liked it. But it definitely was not comparable to either one of them, in my opinion.
I
But
would have rather Quagmire get his own show so we could see him banging a whole bunch of Asian chicks
hell yeah, dude.
in like weird positions. That would have been awesome.
Yeah. I think a Quagmire show would have done really well. But then again, you can't really take Quagmire from Family Guy. Just that would be a blow and a half. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I mean, on the flip side, like in my opinion, I chose American Dad just because it's like it's just so funny for me. Like if you line the characters up and like had to label them as like who is who in each of them, like obviously Stan is Peter in Family Guy,
Right.
and Lois is Stan's wife Francine in American Dad. Like they have their characters, like they fit their plot points.
Right.
So as far as Stewie goes, his alternate would be Roger.
Yes.
And I think as a character, Roger's better than Stewie these days.
Yeah, I mean, plus, Roger has all those different personas and stuff, which
And they're so fucking
like
funny.
totally change up every episode.
He's Spanish.
That was. I love that when he's stealing the lollipop from the kid.
He's Spanish. I do that to people at work, and they have no idea what I'm going on about. He's Spanish.
That just means that they suck.
Yeah, they do suck. Fuck 'em. But
You hear me, people that he works with? You suck.
oh, they're probably not listening. They do suck. They don't listen.
Well, just in case.
I
want to make sure
they're
that
not.
they
Don't
know.
worry about it.
I want to make sure that they know. Damn it.
No, they're not. Yeah.
Yeah. So
like,
what do you think? What do you think? Steve would be.
Steve, Chris, and Meg is Haley.
And then the fish is
Brian.
only not as important.
No. I mean, I think, yeah, Klaus definitely takes like a minor supporting cast role, but he's also like, if Klaus wasn't in the show to me, I don't think I'd notice really.
I kind of miss how he used to be though.
Yeah.
I miss how he used to be all up in Francine's shit.
Oh, dude, he was very Nazi like.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of miss that. I kind of miss that Klaus. But no, yeah, I still watch those religiously on was it Adult Swim?
Yeah. Yeah, see, like when I go to bed at night, I put on American Dad. Never fails. Always put on American Dad, man. It used to be Futurama, but then I watched it too much. Too much, man. But I love American Dad, dude. I love it.
Yeah, it's good.
Like if someone was like, "Oh, there's a new season of Family Guy," I'd be like, "Oh, cool." Like I'd watch it. But if
Yeah, I've been like and it's been a long time, but I've been like super into TV lately. Because there's some
dude.
seriously good shit out there.
I feel like movies have become so unoriginal to the point where like now it's all about TV shows, dude. Like think about it, dude. You have like really famous people doing like TV shows.
Yeah.
That would have never happened before.
Yeah.
Like it would never happen. Like it's like saying like Brad Pitt leaves Hollywood to go do TV in the 90s. Like that's unfucking heard of. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's like, dude, now He's insane, especially like HBO. Oh my God! Like, think about it. Do you watch Game of Thrones at all?
I have seen the first 2 seasons now.
Okay, so
Yeah, because I don't actually have HBO, so I'm not able to watch it like on its own.
all right, yeah.
But
Do you,
I've seen the first 2 seasons, and I have cried.
has Brienne of Tarth come in? She's the very tall warrior lady.
Um,
Just
I,
blonde, not very attractive in my opinion.
maybe I honestly can't remember.
Yeah, I can't remember season 2. Yeah, fuck. Just so much
Honestly,
shit packed in my head.
but I have now learned the mantra of those that watch Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Yeah, of the don't get connected to anybody because they will die.
Yeah, everyone.
They will die
Everyone you love.
horribly, and and you will be left with a big hole.
Oh yeah. So like I wanted to quit after Ned Stark was killed. I was like, fuck the show. Don't want to watch it. I don't want to play anymore.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those shows you watch and you sit and you look at it and you go, "What the fuck?"
All right.
And then it makes you want to go and like punch a baby.
Well, maybe not punch one, but kick it. I'm not gonna have to bend over to punch that thing. I'm just gonna boot it. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, like I was saying, she's from Game of Thrones. Her name's Brienne of Tarth. She's the character, but her real name is Gwendolyn Christie, and she plays Captain Phasma in the new Star Wars movie. So it's like it's a whole thing that like you just didn't see coming. Because like it was never like that. Like if you were in TV back in the day, you were in TV.
Yeah.
And like that was it.
And maybe if you got lucky after your show was canceled or whatever, you got a couple movie deals. But yeah.
Yeah, or you went to a different show.
Yeah. Yeah, but other than that, yeah. I don't know. I think it's good. There's a lot of good shit. I'm super excited for Legends of Tomorrow. That's coming up.
Yeah.
That's coming out, what, the 21st, I think?
I don't know the exact date, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Super excited for that. Super, super excited. Because I've gotten, like, super into, like, Arrow and Flash.
Oh, I love Arrow. And then I watched Flash when it came on Netflix, and I got so into it.
Oh, my God. Have you seen season 2 yet?
Nope, nothing. Don't even. I know, like, King Shark and
Trickster.
Yeah. Mark Hamill comes back. And,
Dude, I can't even tell you how fucking excited I was for Mark Hamill to be playing Trickster.
He's so great.
And he does, like, this kind of sort of Joker voice.
Yeah, well,
And I was just like, I was in heaven. I was in heaven. I was like, thank you so much. It's been so long since I've heard that voice.
Yeah, well, that's the funny part is people were like, oh, Han Solo, a.k.a. Harrison Ford, went on to just do so many fucking amazing movies and did so much great work. And they're like, what did Mark Hamill do? Nothing. And I'm like, no, Mark Hamill did quite a bit.
He was the fucking Joker, damn it.
Dude, he started being the Joker in, I think, 92 in the Batman animated series.
Mm-hmm.
Which is like, that's what I grew up on. Because like, that was my shit. Like, I was a kid when that was coming out.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, that's what I grew up on. And then like, he does the video games. And like, he's done a lot of various voice acting that you're not aware it was him.
Oh, yeah. He's just amazing.
Oh, underrated, man. Like but then people think like if you're a voice actor, like they're like, oh, you've gone nowhere. I'm like, what? Nah, dude, like voice acting is huge, man.
Yeah, just because I'm not in a freaking Pixar film doesn't mean I can't, I haven't done anything,
Yeah, no. They don't know.
No.
They don't know.
No, they don't get it. I don't get it. Yeah, I was really geeked for that when I saw him, and he was doing that because it's kind of sort of jokery, but it's not entirely.
Yeah, well, it's very jokery.
Because
you really hear. It's very jokery.
But I was just like, oh, Thank you. I needed that. Thank you. Because he was it. He was like, that was it for me. He will always be like the Joker. That was the most maniacal, like, voice. It's like it was perfection. It really was.
Oh, dude, and like people are like, oh, Heath Ledger's the best Joker. Like, no, Mark Hamill is the best Joker.
No, you have obviously never seen any of the animated movies.
Yeah, you motherfuckers don't know what you're talking about.
Exactly.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
Exactly, especially when they, like I said, the animated movies are some of the greatest ones too, because they get real dark. Those are the best.
Yeah, I mean, people they don't appreciate a lot of things. They really don't. Because, like, I love the Batman video games, and I think he did almost every single Joker one. I think he did all but one.
Yeah.
Don't quote me on that, though. I'm probably wrong. Somebody's probably going to be listening to this and be raging. Like, you fucking idiot. You don't know anything. You're stupid. You're stupid. You're stupid.
Have this argument with yourself. You're stupid. No, you're stupid.
Yeah, like, people don't even realize that Mark Hamill almost lost his voice because of the Joker. Did you ever hear about that?
Yeah, because he's freaking epic.
When
you get that into, especially as a voice actor, you get that into your character to
yeah, he almost lost his voice.
Stretch your voice in that manner.
He was hospitalized because of it.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, this was not that many years ago. This was just a few years ago, and I think that's why he had to skip out on one of the Batman games. It was because it just, like, you gotta think, man, like, 20 years of doing that? Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Like, people I don't think they give enough credit to people who are voice actors. It's a lot of talent, man.
It is. It's hard to do.
Fuck yeah.
Especially when you're like, not only are you changing your voice and stuff, but sometimes you have to change your accent in that voice, and and then you have to remember it the next day.
Yeah.
Say like, yeah, it's fine doing it for like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever, but then the next day when you have to be exactly the same.
Yeah, like, there's quite a bit of practice involved in that.
Yeah. Especially when you're doing something that kind of morphs your voice so far.
Yeah, very, very. Well, you gotta think that the Joker must have been so harsh on him.
Yeah. Yeah, because it was always that raspy kind of, and it's hard to do that anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. We are actually approaching on an hour, so I don't know.
That was a fast hour.
Isn't it? Isn't it insane?
That was really fast.
Yeah, absolutely. So I will have all your stuff linked below. So you guys want to follow him, please feel free. I will have his Twitch account and any other form of social media he will allow me to post for you guys. Obviously, I'm not going to give you his personal Facebook. Fuck off. But yeah, I will put up your Twitch account.
Cool.
And I don't remember. Do you have a YouTube?
I did, but I don't now. Maybe in the future. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, you probably should. I think you should. It's fun. But yeah, thanks for coming on, man.
Well,
I really appreciate it.
Thanks for inviting me.
Well, I figured it'd be cool. We haven't really gotten down and talked in a long time either.
No, yeah, we've both been kind of super busy with the life and other boring stuff.
Things happen. You stop playing Second Life.
Yeah, but it's always good to catch up, and I mean, we're that type of friend where it doesn't matter. You just kind of go right back into it.
No, yeah, exactly. Like I'm not one of those people who's like, oh, you didn't talk to me anymore. I hate you.
Yeah. You haven't talked to me in a year. Wah.
Bringing back the old wham. I'm Danny. Wham.
Oh man. Oh.
You know what we gotta do? You know what we gotta get together and do? Parcheesi.
Oh my god, that would be awesome. I haven't played cheesy in forever.
Dude, fuck yeah, man. And it's so much fun.
Where?
Wah, wah.
Oh.
Oh god. Thank you though. I had fun, dude.
Well, good.
And,
So did I. Thank you.
I'm sorry, but I can't. He wanted. You know, I had to bribe him to come on here, guys. I had to give him $500 and a Porsche. Come and do this. Those were his list of demands.
Totally.
And just because it was a pink Barbie doll Porsche doesn't mean nothing. He didn't specify, so.
Totally. I glitter painted that son of a bitch.
You get what you get. And the $500 was Monopoly money, so tricks on him. You got to pay attention, people. Always got to be very specific when you request things.
Yeah.
I remember in elementary school, we did this thing where we had to write an instructional on how to make a peanut butter and jelly.
Oh my god, I had to do something very similar.
You probably did. I think like everybody has to do
I
it.
had to do a write an instructional on how to ride a bike.
But so in order to teach us like the error in our ways, our teacher brought in bread and peanut butter and jelly, and she did our instructions. So however you describe the way you do peanut butter and jelly,
She did to the word.
she did it to the word.
Oh my god, that was probably the most insane thing.
Oh yeah. So as you can imagine, there were some super retarded peanut butter and jellies up in here.
That's what makes you look around at your classmates going, "Who birthed you?" Like, really? That's not how you do it, dude.
Like I specifically remember one of the kids in my class had done their instructional, and it was a mess. Like the teacher just like smeared a bunch of peanut butter and jelly all over like one piece of bread. And I mean, you got to eat it after, so it was cool, but it was really funny.
That could be torturous, though, too. I mean, considering you have to eat your own instructional peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Oh yeah.
Like, if you really weren't paying attention and you messed that up, that was the worst sandwich you've ever had in your entire life.
Well, I don't know about worse, but it's pretty not good.
Just be like, eat it.
Do you before we close out of this shit, have you ever watched Rick and Morty?
I fucking love Rick and Morty. Seriously.
Yeah,
I was
Swifty.
Dude, I was playing Minecraft the other day with a friend of mine.
Did you get Pocket Mortys on your phone, dude?
No, I don't have an iPhone.
Bitch. You don't need an iPhone.
Oh, is it on the Android now?
It's on both of them. They both came out.
All right, then I'll have to get it on my.
Yeah, because it's a mock of Pokemon, but with Rick and Morty.
Different Mortys, yeah.
They're different Mortys. It's fucking awesome.
No, I was playing with my friend and I busted out into that song, and he was like,
You get Swifty.
I don't know what that is. I go, really? So I had to pull up YouTube and like play the entire song for him. And then I told him, I said, dude, you totally need to do this to your wife. You need to just like get in bed one night and be like, oh yeah, it's time to get Swifty. Take off your pants and your panties. Shit on the floor.
I'm Mr. Bulldogs. Wanna shit on the floor.
So now, like, every once in a while, I'll just, as I'm mining, I'll just be like, oh yeah.
Time to get Swifty.
I just fuck up the entire session, you know?
What's like... All right, let's do
that show
this.
is awesome.
Leroy and Jenkins. All right, we're gonna wrap it up right there, guys. Thanks for coming on, man.
Thank you.
So I will link all of his Twitch account. I will put your Twitch account below.
Just half of it.
All right. Oh yeah, I'll put the whole Twitch account down there. The whole thing. The whole thing.
All's
deep.
All of the things.
So, yeah. So I'll put your Twitch account below. Maybe you'll get some more followers. But your ass got to start streaming again. I saw you come on the other night, though.
Yeah,
I was at work,
Yeah.
so I couldn't watch. So I was like, damn it. He's always streaming. I'm at work. The fuck? But thanks for coming on, man. And thanks you guys for tuning in. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We had a little bit of fuckery today.
Well,
so
it would be boring if we didn't.
Yeah, absolutely. Who wants to sit here and be like, so when was the first time you ever gamed? Did you have fun?
What's your favorite color?
What's your favorite color?
Oh, would you say it like that? It's really kind of creepy.
Come on, Mr. Bulldops. What's your favorite color?
Oh, orange.
All right, let's shit on the floor.
Okay.
All right, thanks, guys, for tuning in. I will see you guys on the next episode.
Oh, yeah. You gotta get swifty. You gotta get swifty in here. It's time to get swifty. Oh. You gotta get swifty. Oh, yeah. Take off your pants and your panties. Shit on the floor. Time to get swifty in here. Gotta shit on the floor. I'm Mr. Bulldops. I'm Mr. Bulldops. Take a shit on the floor. Take off your panties and your pants. It's time to get swifty in here.
New song, Swifty, double X, Swifty song coming at ya. It's the Swifty.
Hey, take your pants off. It's Swifty time today.